Hey guys and girls, welcome to another episode of OKportugal. I'm Ken and you're on my farm between Castelo Branco and Fundão, which is in Central Portugal region. And summer started 3 days ago. It's now June the 24th. Things are getting really dry, and with that comes a really big fire risk. Coming up on OKportugal. I'm getting eaten by ants. Oh yes, this is pretty good. I got him. So if you want to check the fire risk in Portugal at any given time, you go to the ipma.pt website. I'm going to put a link to it on the screen, and you can basically see what they've set for that particular day. And depending on the day, if it's a maximum fire risk, then you cannot do anything that's involving sparks or flames or anything like that. But on sort of moderate or high days, you can still do things like barbecue, and you can still use your mower and stuff like that. So it is a good website to check out if you are living in Portugal and you want to know what the fire regulations are. Another good one to look at is fogos.pt, and that basically shows you where all of the current fires are. It's actually quite a good one to look at during the fire season, because you'll be surprised just how many fires there are all over Portugal at any given moment. Now, if you tuned into last week's episode, you'll know that I had an unfortunate experience with my bees. I just got stung. Oh, we got a whole bunch of bees stinging me again, and I've just been stung in the hand. Oh man, I've been stung in both hands now. I've just been stung on my back. Oh, another one through the hand. Oh. That one just got through as well. Oh, I've just been stung on the back again. I didn't only get stung once, I got stung a whole bunch of times. So if you haven't checked that out, then have a look. But yeah, basically, people in the comments are saying to me, why didn't you use smoke? Now, I want to show you why I didn't use smoke. The beehives are just over there. This is a whole bunch of very dry grass that you can see along here. These are the fields that have been cut, but they're still full of very flammable material, even though it's cut. It's all just lying there, and we've got hectares of the stuff. Now you can imagine if you drop one little spark into this is going to ignite and go up, and it's going to be very quick. And the last thing that I want to do is create a fire anywhere near the beehives. This is in a very far corner of the farm. We don't have any water down here. There would be no way of me extinguishing this fire. So on the IPMA website, it's basically saying that today's fire risk is high. And what that means is we can actually use things that create sparks. Or I don't know if that's actually the right thing to say, but you can use things like a bladed lawnmower, etc. I'm just standing in front of the hives here. You can see this is the aggressive one here. This is the queenless hive. And this is the one where all of the stingings happened. So yeah, I'm just standing here just to see if any of them sort of charge me or try and bump me. But so far it seems all right. The landscape here is a stark contrast to spring, where we just had meadows full of flowers. It was about waist high to shoulder high in parts. Absolutely beautiful. And now we just have this dry, sort of desolate look. But last year we had exactly the same thing. And Gina and I were really sad about it. We were like, oh no, the flowers are gone. We thought that we would have to buy a whole bunch of wildflower seeds. And well, we really didn't. All of these seeds are now in the ground. As soon as it starts to rain again in autumn, winter, and then spring, a whole bunch of green, lush vegetation is going to pop up, and these fields are going to look amazing again. So, all is not lost, and this is just part of the cycle of things. So today I have an idea, and I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to make it work. So I have to build myself a little rig, and maybe you can figure out what I'm going to go and do. So we've got like a camera grip here. We've got a GoPro. I mustn't forget to put the waterproof door on it, because we're going to be going in the water today. Attach this. I'm going to add a torch so we can see. So we're going in the water and we need a torch. So where do you think I'm going to send a camera and a torch underwater? We've got quite a few places on the farm with water on them. Try and see if you can guess. So we're looking pretty good here. We've got the GoPro, we've got a torch, we've got a rig. Now the reason I'm using a rig is if I just sent this GoPro down, so if I just sent this GoPro down on its own, what will end up happening on one piece of string is it'll just spin. So I'm going to use this rig so I can attach 2 ropes to it and hopefully keep it in line so that I can turn it. This is all just kind of a theory, I'm still figuring it out. This is one of our largest wells on the property. We know that there's fish in here. I'm getting eaten by ants. I was wondering what was burning. Jeez. Okay, so I've been standing on an ant's nest. Right, I'm not seeing any ants down here. So let's try this again. From ground level, which is about there, this well goes down 7 meters. So it's a very big well. The diameter from side to side is probably about 5 meters. Inside we've got a variety of things. We've got some fish living in here. Now I don't know if you saw my last episode from last year, summertime. I was actually fishing in here and I caught a whole bunch of fish. So do check that out if you haven't seen it before. So we've got frogs in here. I know that we have some salamanders and newts and things living in here as well. Let's send the camera down. Okay. I have absolutely no idea what's going on down there. But hopefully it's getting some cool footage. Let me just suspend it for a little while and maybe turn it a bit. See if it's getting any cool images. I think we're on the bottom. And then let's lift it a bit. Lift it a bit and see if we can move it around. Cool, so we're coming up now. Let's see if we got any footage. The torch is still working, that's a good sign. Right, let's see what we got. Oh yes, this is pretty good. I can't wait to see this on the big computer screen. Okay, I'm going to send it down this side. This is the side where we have our pump. Lights on, cameras on. Let's drop this. I have absolutely no idea what the camera can see, so I'm just kind of holding it in positions where I think it'll film some good stuff. Cool. So that was pretty rad. I think I might have some good footage there. This little camera doesn't give me a live feed, so it goes down on its own and I can't actually see what it's looking at. But now I want to go and check out our other well. There's a dead newt in there, I can see it. It looks like a dead mouse maybe. That's not good. All right, wish me luck everyone. We're going in. Oh no, I've got a bit of a knot here. Oh, there we go. Perfect. Okay, so entangled in another knot. So there's a dead mouse floating on top of the water. I'm going to have to get rid of that. Obviously that's pretty gross. So I'm going to have to put some chlorine down there, and yeah, I'm going to have to get that mouse out. Now I got this pull net, and I'm hoping that the extendable pole on that pull net is going to be long enough so I can catch it. What a beautiful day today. Look at this stunning scenery, man. So different. It was all green and full of flowers, and now it's just like amazing. Okay, well I hope this works, because, well, let's take these glasses off for a sec. Let's see if we can catch this mouse. I got him! Okay, so if you're squeamish, look away now. If you're not squeamish and you want to see what a mouse looks like, then have a look. I will warn you when the mouse is off the screen again, so you can close your eyes now. That's the mouse. So he hasn't actually started rotting yet, which is good. Alright, there's no more mouse on the screen. You can look again. Now it's time for the newt. I think the newt is pretty far gone, or salamander, or whatever it is. So, oh no, I can't reach. I'm trying to paddle to see if I can bring him closer, but it's not working. Is this as far as this thing goes? It is. Need a longer pole, guys. Okay, so I'm back. I've got an irrigation pipe, and I've put like a sieve on the end that'll hopefully act as like a little net. I tried this once last year and it actually worked when we had a mouse in last year, so let's give this a go. Hopefully this works. It's going to be very difficult to get this back out again. Anyway, I don't know where it's gone now. Where is it? I can't see the mouse anymore. Sorry, not mouse, the salamander. I can't see it anymore. Oh no. There was like a bit of current from when I was paddling, and I must have moved it now. Now I can't see where it is. Alright, let's come up with a plan here. Whew. Where is this thing? The only thing I can think is that it might have somehow sunk, which is a bit of a tragedy, because we really do want to get that out. Yeah. Oh, it was my microphone. There's tons of spiders in here, so they're quite big as well. I thought one of them was climbing on me now. So the salamander is gone. I can't see it at all. The only thing I can think of is that it must have sunk into the water, which is not good, because obviously, you know, it's a fair size, and even though there's tens of thousands of litres of water in here, there's going to be a little bit of a bacterial bloom. I just went and fetched some of this stuff. It's sodium hypochlorite. So now we have a little bit of a dilemma, because we've got this salamander and it's fallen in there and it's rotting. There's obviously lots of bacteria and everything that go into the process of decomposing this thing. And this is water that we actually pipe into the house. We don't drink it for this exact reason, because we don't know what might fall into it. But we do bathe in it. Now, I haven't noticed any bad smells or anything like that. But just to be on the safe side, we're going to put some sodium hypochlorite into it. This is basically chlorine, and what that does is it kills any bacteria and it kills all algae and stuff like that. When you pour it into the water, it's very, very corrosive stuff. I mean, if I got this on my clothing, it'll burn through my clothing or burn my skin. So it's quite dangerous to work with. I do have some running water here. So if there is a spill, I'll immediately get some water on me. And yeah, I've done this quite a few times before, so do not worry. But essentially, chlorine is very bad stuff. It kills, it kills all aquatic life. It's very corrosive. But the nice thing about chlorine is, even though it does this really deep disinfectant sort of clean, it gases off within 12 hours to about 10 days, depending on how much you use and how good the ventilation is. So, although this is bad stuff, and it is harmful, in somewhere between 12 hours and 10 days, it's going to completely gas out, and we're not going to have a trace of it anymore. So the natural system that was going on inside this well can continue again. But for now, we need to make sure that all of the bad bacteria is gone. All right, so that's in there now. I can't smell anything bad. I had absolutely no indication that there was actually something wrong with that well, apart from the fact that we found stuff floating in there when we just had a look. Now, what's happened before is we've actually had a smell where you just like open up the tap and there's like a really bad smell. So, obviously that's a much higher level of contamination to what this is. So I'm just going to use 5 litres today. I'll keep an eye on it, see if I can see anything else. Maybe come down tomorrow, see if I can find that salamander again. And yeah, that should be good, hopefully.